It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Broncos and the Jaguars. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around as receivers get into the end zone.
First down, Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be 2nd down. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll drop this down to Williams, and he will have a Broncos first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete. That's Willis. This defense for the Jags, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 62 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Bridgewater on first down. Got an open man. It's Harmon. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Bridgewater to throw it. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Yeah, the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Williams. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So that one will be accepted. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 38, Lawrence. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 3rd. Coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. the play fake. Bridgewater. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, it's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. On the ground, this is Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Avery Williamson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. Denver's offense now set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Pass rusher extraordinaire. Dee Ford that time getting the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener. Adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Williams. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw, and that'll be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. Teddy Bridgewater and the Broncos ready to go on offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. On third down, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not one bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Lawrence. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Again, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got a man, it's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
But this is a football game, right?
It is.
How you like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. First down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And his pass incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Harmon. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Zerline's kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. On play action, Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. But it'll be 2nd down. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Judy. Bridgewater finding Judy there for the Bronco first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, and it's the Giants who are out in front. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Brandon Cooks, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Broncos. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Let's go!
The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Lawrence will throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lawrence going to keep this himself. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And I do believe that sometimes as a defender, when you see read option, you're just making an educated guess because the offense feels like no matter what move you make, it turns out right for them. Sometimes it can burn you making that guess, but I think here, he said, I'm pursuing the quarterback no matter what he does. And this time, he picked the right option.
From the 44, Lawrence staying on his feet. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.